I'm Victoria. Welcome to my channel called Come Back with Wine, where I review affordable wines. Today I'm going to review a Garnacha from Spain. Now the reason I picked this wine is because someone last week in the comments asked me to recommend and review a easy drinking red, as they just started drinking red wine. And so far they're only like a French Syrah. So yes, Grenache, or also known as Garnacha, came to my mind. Because Grenache is the perfect pairing partner with Syrah. It's got that really lovely fruitiness, the body, and while the Syrah, on the other hand, has that kind of high tannins and that high acidity as well. So it pairs really well. It's a real match made in heaven. A good example of a Garnacha wine is Châteauneuf-du-Pape, which has a minimum of 80% Grenache, and then blended with other varietals, but mainly Shiraz, also known as Syrah.
So Grenache, another French grape.
It's not a French grape, actually. It is the French, I think, pitched that word, but it originates from the area where the wine comes from that I'm going to review today, which is Aragon in Spain, which is the northeast of Spain, and that's apparently where we believe where Grenache and Garnacha first originate from. Today we're going to try Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Old Vine Garnacha, which is made in Calatayud, which is in the region of Aragon in Spain, northeast of Spain, as I mentioned before. And the bodega, which basically is the winery or the vineyard, is San Gregorio. Now, the fact that it's written old vines, what does that mean? Also known in French as vieilles vignes. So the vines need to be, minimum of 25 years old. And also old vines, they don't produce as many grapes, and the grapes are also smaller, but however they are very concentrated in fruitness, in that kind of fruity sweetness, and they're also very good in terms of there is kind of little vintage variation, because the roots really go like really deep into the soil, so they get their nutrients from from quite far away, which means you don't get that many kind of different variation year on year on the vintage. So yeah, although they're very expensive to run, because as mentioning, the fruit is a lot smaller. They are very precious vines to keep anyway.
How old is an old vine?
Well, that's it. So minimum 25 years, but they could be 50 or even older than that, really. But yeah, minimum has to be 25. Right, so now we'll try this wine. So the climate in Aragon, where this wine is made, is a very arid climate, very hot. But Garnacha needs that very hot climate so it can ripen as well. So it is a perfect kind of climate for that grape varietal. So in terms of color, as you see, it's like a very deep, kind of opaque, kind of almost like, I want to say, Bordeaux, like dark red. On the nose, what I'm getting is not that kind of strong in terms of flavors, but I'm getting kind of that really ripe black cherries, cooked plums. I want to say a bit of pepperiness as well. Maybe kind of white pepper. A little bit of earthiness as well. Maybe a little bit of that kind of, gamey, meaty kind of note on the nose as well. So let's try it.
There's a lot in it by the sounds of it.
So acidity, pretty low, not very acidic. Again, easy drinking for, people who don't really like reds who are too acidic or tannic, because tannins as well, low tannins. There is quite a freshness about it though, so it is still quite, well balanced. And in terms of what I'm getting kind of on the palate is pretty much what I'm getting on the nose as well. So those kind of, red cherries, plum, bit of kind of pepper. Mm. Not so much that tertiary notes that you get in those really lovely Chateauneuf-du-Papes. But yeah, very fruity, very smooth, easy drinking. You get that kind of jammy sweetness as well. Probably coming from the fact that it's, concentrated because of the old vines they've been using. The finish is probably medium. I wouldn't say kind of long finish, but definitely a smooth one to drink, definitely. So as a value score, I'm going to score this wine a 6.5 out of 10. I thought it was really smooth, easy drinking, perfect for, people who want to get into red wine. However, just for me, I think it lacked a little bit of tannins. I like to have that kind of, a bit more tannins in the wine. And I was also, because it's from old vines, assuming it'd be probably more fruity and have more that kind of concentration and depth of flavors as well. But, really decent wine, definitely worth the try. And I think it would pair really well actually with bruschettas. Or a bit of meat on the barbecue as well in a nice kind of summer's day. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my channel today. Please press like, share the video with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel as I'll be posting more videos where I review wine. And next week, I'm going to review sweet wine, also known as dessert wines.
Sounds good.
Merci beaucoup, à bientôt.